after the success last weekend?
Yeah, it's been good. It's obviously in your career what you want to do. From a personal point of view and a team point of view is win cup finals. So obviously the place has got a good feel around it, as you can imagine, and we're in a good place. But that's in the past now, and we're fully focused on the weekend.
Is that the key to success? Because this team, there's been a few changes here and there, but have had so much success over the years. But is it just about parking that, enjoying it at the time, but parking it and just always looking to the next trophy?
Yeah, it's important to, when you win cup finals, you win trophies, which this club's built on. You do take the time to soak it in, be with friends, be with family, be with your teammates, staff, and really enjoy it. But it doesn't last long because you always get the next game, which is the most important one. So yeah, like I said, we've enjoyed it, we've took it in, but we're ready to get back to work.
Quiet celebrations. I saw there was a few guys down at the darts.
aye, that's right. Aye, quiet for some, not quiet for others. But that's it. And no matter how you enjoy it, it's about, like I say, soaking it in, which all the lads have done in their own way, which is nice.
There's been a lot of talk over the last few days about maybe not the success of Celtic winning the trophy, but refereeing decisions, a certain refereeing decision. Is that something that the players listen to at all, or focused on over the last week?
If I'm being honest, not overly. It's not obviously a place to do that. From my point of view, I didn't really look too much into it after the game. There was an on-field decision made at the time, which isn't down to us to make as players. There wasn't much said about it till after the game, when ultimately we'd won. So it's part and parcel of football. I don't, personally, I can speak on behalf of the other lads, don't take much to do with it, to be honest. Let the officials do that side of it, and the important thing for us is we had a job to do, which was win the trophy, which we're all delighted that we've managed to do.
Were the guys in the dressing room talking about it the last couple of days?
No, like I said, we haven't really spoke about it between ourselves or anything like that, or paid attention to it. We're just obviously delighted we were able to do our job for the club, and for the fans, and deliver a trophy. So that's what we were focusing on.
You're obviously a local. Are you surprised by the extent of the aftermath of a decision like that, an incident, a controversial incident like that?
Not overly. It's the football world. There's going to be opinions. There's going to be different views on things. But us as players, it's just solely focused on the football and getting the job done, which I've said we're delighted that we've done, and it's not something that we're going to dwell on, to be honest.
Seen the guys at darts. Was the 119 sign there as well? How important was it to the players to get that 119th trophy?
Yeah, it's an important point in our history and as a club, and we're delighted we were able to deliver that to the fans all around the world. Everyone that tuned in, everyone that was at the game, everybody connected. It's a special thing, but it's another marker for us as a group of players, and we want to keep delivering success, and that's what drives us every day to do that.
Because a lot of the narrative externally has been about a certain decision, does it feel as if the success that you guys had last weekend has maybe been overlooked?
I wouldn't say so. Like I say, it's views and opinions, and that's going to come with things. I don't feel it's put any sort of dampener on our success. I mean, we're all buzzing. We're all extremely happy with the outcome of the game. We got our hands on the trophy, and that's all we really care about, to be honest. Everything else is not something that we're going to overly pay attention to.
Just on a separate issue, we understand the club are interested in bringing Kieran Tierney back up the road. For you, having seen him, playing with him throughout, growing up with him, that kind of thing, what kind of player is he, and what could he add to the Celtic squad if indeed that's the case?
Yeah, I'm not overly aware of the situation, but in terms of what you're asking about, him himself, I know him very well in terms of being here before, and obviously through the Scotland setup over the past few years, and he's a great guy and obviously a terrific player. So like I say, I don't know much about the situations or anything like that, but yeah, to answer your question, he's a top player, and whatever he decides to do, I'm sure it'll work out.
That quality of player, is that what's required here to continually improve this squad?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you see the quality we've got within the squad just now. is amazing overall, all the positions. Everybody that comes in knows their job and does it to the best of their ability. So I'm sure anybody else coming into the fold, regardless of who it is, will understand that very quickly and also be able to do that.
Have you seen him improve a lot in the last couple of years?
Have
you seen Kieran improve a lot? Obviously,
yeah, since being about, no, of course, obviously, you know, going on to the Arsenal and obviously being in with Scotland and that, you still see the quality of player that he is. So that's clear. So obviously since leaving, even before when we were at Celtic together as well. So that's well aware, and like I said, regardless of, you know, his own situation, I'm sure it'll work out for him.
Figures like that as well, that know the club so well, know what trophies like the one at the weekend means to the players, to the supporters. Is that the type of characters you always need around the team? Yeah,
obviously we would know the ins and outs. We've been here before, and yeah, it's important. Like you know, the likes of boys that have grew up fans and have came through the system and understand the importance of getting your hands on the trophy, because this is what this club's about. The demand of winning trophies is there. It's made well aware, regardless if you came through the system, you're a fan of the club since you were a boy, or you're coming in from foreign countries or different backgrounds. You very quickly understand that this is a club built on success. It's important that you deliver that. So yeah, like you say, it's important to have that around. But everybody here, regardless of where you came from or who you support, they fully know that, and you can see that with how we're performing.
Can I ask you about the Scotland World Cup draw recently, what you thought of it?
Yeah, I think any draw you were going to get was obviously going to be a tough one. So you know, we'll be able to deal with that when that time comes around. But like I said, it was always going to be difficult. But going it head on and take that challenge on when it comes.
It's an exciting year ahead, isn't it? You've got the playoff against Greece, then you've got the World Cup draw. It's a big year for Scotland.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, coming off the back of the Euros, and then obviously recent camps has been successful. So you can see that you know, we can perform at that level. So when that time comes and the group of players that are required at that time will be ready to go, and we'll take that head on.
There's obviously been a couple of Euros qualifications over the last few years, but does the World Cup just have a real different feeling about it? You know, growing up watching the World Cup, is that something you've always wanted to participate in, and is that just a real different challenge now?
Yeah, I think, you know, anybody in the timeline of their career would, you know, dream of playing in a World Cup. So yeah, it'd be something that everybody would be desperate to achieve. And like I was saying in the previous question, it's when that time comes, you take it head on. But I'm sure everybody with their own clubs will have a lot to do before then. So, but we'll look forward to it when that time comes.
Dundee United on Sunday. Previous club of yours, you remember it with fondness?
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of brilliant things to say about Dundee United with my time there. They were amazing with my family. My family would take the trip up every weekend, and they would always look after them. There were such nice people around the club. And I'm pretty sure it's still the same people that work there as well from my time being up there with Celtic since. So no, but nothing but kind words to say. And my time there developed me as a player and as a person during that period of time. So nothing but respect for that, and I'm looking forward to the game.
How challenging is the prospect of coming off the high of a cup final win to bread and butter of a league game?
I think that's the importance of being at a club like this. Is like I was saying previously, it's not about dwelling on your success, because you've got no time to do that, because the next challenge is around the corner, and that's the most important one. So it's important that we show the attitude and we show the mindset that we're very much committed to the next game, which is Dundee United, and the past success is very much behind us now, and we're fully focused on that.